Hey everybody, this is Trevor Hall, Marketing Director for Global UAV Technologies, and once again I have the CEO, Mike Burns, with us today. How are you, Mike?
Great, thanks. How are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you. This morning we released the financials for Q1. What was your assessment of the Q1 financials? Is UAV pleased with those numbers?
We are, yeah. There's a few key things that we took away from the Q1 financials. It was an important operating quarter for us, being that it was a really difficult season for UAV operation, regardless of the sector that you're working in as a services company. And what the revenues for Q1 show is that global services providers are very well adapted to be able to work in the wintertime, and those hard operating months are key for us to expand our services throughout Canada, but also when we're operating off season in different jurisdictions. So it really solidified our abilities to be a unique service provider that is successful where other people have failed in the past.
We've gotten a lot of questions since the news release came out this morning, but one that continues to pop up is really how do we differentiate how each division contributed to the revenue?
So the majority of the revenue from this Q1 was still, as it has been in the past, through Pioneer Aerial. That's been our main driver still. The reinvestments into the other subsidiaries, such as Nova Aerial and HiEye, are starting to pay back now. So we should see those contributing in Q2 and onwards as we continue. But the majority of the survey work from Q1 was from Pioneer Aerial, which is our drone geophysics service provider.
So you said so reinvestment into a few of the divisions. What are kind of the expectations with Novario? We continue to get some questions about onboarding some new workers into that division to help ramp up production. Is that something that can contribute to additional revenue in the future?
It is, yeah. It's really exciting times for Nova Aerial right now. We have a great team working there that is only about a month old or so in terms of being assembled, and it includes some great engineers from universities in Canada. And what we're building there is a company that has the capacity to expand and the capacity to take on unique R&D projects within the UAV space and come up with products that are competitive on a market standpoint, but also something that we can respond to quickly when we have the need from sort of special requests for systems and supplies. So Nova Aerial is doing really well. They are on target in terms of their growth goals, and it's always exciting to see a company start to come online when you have a bunch of really good people involved. But also, we have a lot of inquiries for sales, and the potential for growth there is quite significant.
Very good. And then what about the geographical aspect of Q1? And obviously here in North America, the cold was bitter and snow's on the ground makes it difficult to fly those surveys. But there was a lot of activity in South America. I know you were recently in Argentina, and there was a crew in Chile last month. So what type of geographical differences helped make those revenue numbers in Q1?
Yeah, we did have a bit of work in South America. That market is starting to pick up. We have completed 3 surveys in Chile so far, with a few more that have been secured. The challenges down there are different. We have obviously opposite seasons. So in the wintertime in Canada, we're operating in the summertime in South America, which is excellent. As that market continues to grow, that'll change what our Q1 numbers do, because we'll have a lot more international revenues coming into that quarter. But the operational challenges and opportunities that we see down there are kind of interesting. So South America has a lot of high altitude potential for survey work, and that's where we're focused right now, and that's what the demand is. This sets us apart from what we're doing in Canada, and we're operating our UAVs up to 13, 14,000 feet and above in elevation. So these are places where very few operators of drones and manned aircraft specifically just don't have the ability to operate. So the market there is quite strong for us. And operationally, we're one of the few companies that's able to actually do these surveys.
Yeah. So where does this leave the company's cash on hand right now?
Right now, we're in a really strong position. We have almost $1.2 million in the account. I think it's sitting around 1.17. So we're well set up in terms of our immediate needs. One of the things that we've been focused on as management in the company is being very fiscally responsible, and our shareholders have seen that so far with the work that we've done and the amount of financings we've done. So it's been a great company to be a part of and to grow from this standpoint. But that said, as we now have sort of 4 fully operating companies and divisions, and we want to accelerate that growth, decisions need to be made coming up about whether or not we need to influx more cash for capital growth and acceleration, or whether we can do that off of our operating capital and grow organically. So it's an exciting time for Global. We are very well positioned cash wise to meet our near term commitments, and it's going to be an exciting year.
So let's talk about Q2. Can you share any revenue speculations as we head into Q2?
Yeah, Q2 will be a great quarter for us. We have some fairly large contracts that have been signed by our services companies that we've announced. Those are currently underway in Canada, and we're in the process of mobilizing down to South America as well. We also have some new developments in our company, High Aerial, and those will be announced shortly. But the other side is Nova Aerial. Their production line is starting up, and that is going to contribute quite significantly to our underlying with the unit price of the systems that we're shipping with Nova Aerial. It doesn't take much to significantly increase the revenues there. So that's a real catalyst for growth. But it's also critical to the rest of the company in terms of us being able to adapt and set ourselves apart with these professional grade UAV systems.
Sure. And speaking about setting yourselves apart, you did recently announce you are conducting or under contract to conduct a geophysical survey that's more than twice as large as your previously largest survey. This one of 3,000 line kilometers. Can we expect for that contract to take place in Q2?
Yeah, it's actually underway right now. We expect to finish that before the end of the month. So, the turnaround time on our surveys is quite fast in terms of the scope of contracts, even for the large ones, and that's a benefit to how efficient our field teams are in operating, but also just our experience in being able to take on and complete these significant contracts quickly and make the clients happy. So we have crews in the field that are actually flying right now.
Well, and finally, Mike, is there anything else that you wanted to share with our listeners and shareholders?
Yeah, I just wanted to thank everyone for the support. It's been great. We've heard a lot of good feedback from you guys, and there's always willingness for us to talk and answer your questions, and we appreciate your feedback and your comments. So we're a management team and a board that's fairly easy to reach, and we encourage our investors to stay in touch with us and continue to grow as we do.
Yes, absolutely. And remember, you can always reach out to us online at www.globaluavtech.com. Any investor relations type questions can be sent to ir@globaluavtech.com. And then obviously Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Instagram as well. And that's a really good way. We've been getting a lot of investor questions through social media, so it's been a lot of fun to see the engagement there. So finally, Mike, I'll just let you go. Thank you for your time, and appreciate it. And we look forward to seeing more activity in the next couple months.
Thank you, Trevor.
Thank you.